Hello and welcome to the official Oaktree Connect podcast. I'm your host, Emma, and today we're bringing you to a very special conversation to mark International Youth Day, celebrated every year on 12th of August. This year we're focusing on something that affects millions of young people across the UK, from anxiety and academic stress to navigating identity and social media. The challenges are vast. But there is help, and there is hope. I'm joined today by Dr. Patel, consultant psychiatrist at Oaktree Connect, who works extensively with children and adolescents. Dr. Patel, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Emma. I'm glad to be here, and even more glad we're having this conversation today. I think it's really important to talk about young people.
Yeah, exactly. Let's start with the big picture. Why is youth mental health such an urgent issue here in the UK?
Yeah, great question. Over the past decade, and especially since the pandemic, we've seen a sharp rise in mental health issues amongst young people. In fact, 1 in 6 children aged 5 to 16 in the UK are now estimated to have a probable mental disorder. And sadly, many go undiagnosed or untreated.
That's an alarming figure. What are some of the early signs parents or carers should look out for?
Well, often the signs are quite subtle. Look out for changes in sleep, appetite, or maybe social withdrawal, sudden changes in school performance. Young people might not say that they're anxious, but they may complain of headaches, stomach aches, or feeling off. Emotional outbursts or shutting down completely tend to signal something deeper.
And at what point should someone seek professional help?
If symptoms persist for 2 weeks or more, or if the child seems distressed or their functioning is affected, that's a really good time to reach out. Early intervention makes a significant difference.
Yeah. So let's talk about what happens at Oaktree Connect. How do you support young people and their families?
We provide private psychiatric assessments tailored for children and adolescents. These can cover a wide range from ADHD and autism to anxiety, depression, and behavioral challenges. We offer virtual consultations as well as face-to-face ones in Birmingham and St. Albans, which makes access easier across the UK. And most importantly, we build a personalized care plan, which may include therapy, medication, and GP shared care.
Wow, that sounds incredibly comprehensive. Do young people usually feel comfortable during these assessments?
It depends. At first, there can be hesitation, especially if they've never spoken to a professional. But we take a calm, compassionate, and non-judgmental approach. Within a session or two, most children and teens open up. They feel heard.
That's reassuring to hear. I know ADHD has been receiving more attention lately. Can you speak for how it's diagnosed and treated at Oaktree Connect?
Yeah, certainly. We follow NICE guidelines using standardized assessments and interviews with both the young person and their family. If that person is diagnosed, we can begin medication titration, which is a process of carefully adjusting medication over several sessions. And we involve parents and schools to ensure continuity of support.
And does your team provide a follow-up support after diagnosis?
Yes, we offer ongoing monitoring, regular reviews, and we collaborate with GPs for shared care when medication is involved. Our goal is long-term stability and confidence, not just short-term relief.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Let's address something every parent worries about: social media. What role does it play in the mental health of young people?
It's definitely a double-edged sword. Social media can foster connection and creativity, but it also exposes young people to comparison, cyberbullying, and unrealistic standards for how they should behave. We encourage digital boundaries, screen-free hours, and real-life conversations, especially at home. Those are really important.
Yes, that's something we could all benefit from. As we reflect on International Youth Day, what message would you give to families listening right now?
I'd say this: you don't have to wait for a crisis. If something feels off, trust your instincts and seek guidance. Mental health is part of your overall health, so supporting a young person emotionally is just as important as caring for their physical needs.
Absolutely. And for young people listening, what would you say to them directly?
You're not alone. If you're struggling with anxiety, anger, low mood, or just feeling overwhelmed, talk to someone. It's okay to ask for help. And there's no shame in getting support from a professional. In fact, it's a sign of strength.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Patel. Before we close, how can someone get in touch with Oaktree Connect?
It's very simple. Just visit our website at www.oaktreeconnect.co.uk. You can read more about our services, book a private consultation, or refer someone directly. We're here for children, adolescents, and adults across England and Wales.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much for your time and wisdom today. And to our listeners, whether you're a parent, teacher, carer, or young person yourself, remember, mental health is health. Let's keep the conversation going. This episode was brought to you by Oaktree Connect, dedicated to expert psychiatric care for every age, every mind. Until next time, be kind to yourself and others. Take care.